welcome to another episode of Squadcast Podcast. So, we're going to keep it light for you today. So, repping Gush in there. That's what's up.
Get that Gush.
So, we're going to let y'all know what different businesses out there supporting their brand also. But we're going to keep it light for you. So, of course, this is a new episode of Squadcast Podcast. It's a Silent Assassin Black roster. I have my co-host.
Brother DJ, a.k.a. Capo, a.k.a. Cartier Capo. What's good?
That's what's up. So in hindsight of keeping it light, we thought we would talk a couple of what-if scenarios, and he also wanted to talk about communication as well, so he'll probably drop a couple highlights on that. So I'm excited to see what this episode holds, and also if you did not subscribe already, hit that notification button or the ringer so you'll get those notifications when we drop new content. Also, I'll shout out to the fellow Squadcast member, Brother Sheffin, also Junkyard Gang with Powers, BJ,
Jesse,
there we go.
You know what I'm saying? The little homie Charles, you know what I'm saying? And everybody else affiliated with the Squadcast podcast and the Junkyard Gang. We definitely miss our brothers, and we check in from time to time, and it seems like everybody's doing good, everybody's prosperous, which is the main thing, especially during the pandemic that we're still in. So that's good. I hope everybody out there is good. I hope the family's good. Everybody's living well, taking care of themselves and everything like that, keeping it safe.
That's what's up, definitely. I definitely co-sign you on that. I will say since he just mentioned the coronavirus, I've just been seeing a couple articles where, like he's been mentioning, he's doing the shout outs, of course. So like he's been mentioning with the COVID situation for these past couple of weeks, as you noticed as well, did you notice the article about us being the highest rated in the country, basically, and we're going to be one of the first ones to get some sort of vaccine?
That doesn't surprise me, brother. I've only been saying this for I don't know how long, from the last disagreement that we had about who's pushing the pandemic and the clubs and the bars and all that other stuff. And, when you have, what's her name? No. Let me think. Kim Reynolds. That's right. When you got Kim Reynolds, who's so far up Trump's sphincter, I mean, what do you expect? I mean, Trump's the super spreader. The whole White House is contaminated. The whole John is contaminated. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said before, when y'all move in, Kamala and Uncle Joe, y'all burn that joint to the ground. Y'all just start fresh, whatever. But it doesn't surprise me that Iowa is up there, and also Illinois just went into like a 30-day shutdown, curfew, and all that other stuff. So like pretty much the Midwest itself is kind of going through a hard time right now. But just because we're talking about Iowa, does it surprise me? No, because we never took anything serious. We never took the proper precautions. You still have those who think this is fake, who also think that Trump won the presidency. I mean, my bad, I didn't mean to say his name. 45. Y'all still think 45 won. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, does it surprise me? No. Is it sickening? Yes. Does it hurt me? Yes.
But it was crazy.
What can you do?
Went to Walmart yesterday.
I was there earlier.
Despicable.
Horrible.
It wasn't even, they didn't have nobody handing out masks, and so it was just, some people had masks, some people didn't. It was a nice amount of people that didn't have masks.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was very, like I said, to see that article and then to go there and see that, it just put it in more to the perspective, so excuse me.
Well, I mean, you still got people out here that think like, well, if I get it, so what? If I die, I die, whatever the case may be. That's their mentality. I've seen it so much on television, reading it and hearing about it and so on, and it's, it's sad that some people have that mentality, but kind of like goes to the point that you consistently reiterated, people want to live their life.
You're right.
And I get that. Live your life, but also consider others. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and I definitely would have to agree because in hindsight, even with my child's birthday, I guess everybody's experiencing that with doing birthdays. They might be used to big extravagances, doing it big for their kid or whatever with a bunch of family, and
right.
You're just kind of hesitant to do that now because of all this coronavirus stuff going on. You'll still want to have them, but you kind of, worry about anything that may go on. Or one more time for them. So yeah, that's more so what it is. But yeah, like with my son's birthday, we really didn't throw a big birthday party like we normally do and have all the family there, you know, and he kind of referenced that, you know, I just let him know, you know, it's not the same. We're going to still do something with them
Right.
eventually, but right now it's just not the same as it used to be.
I know my kid's birthday, the little ones, well, I can't even call them little ones because they're not little ones, you know. I almost had a 13-year-old and my daughter's 10. But, you know, we didn't have no house parties, and we kind of phased out the party thing, period, anyway, because how old they are, whatever. So we just did the little parade of cars, you know, the honking, and it had the whole line, the whole John, and, you know, just giving me birthday cards out the window and whatever little gifts and all that. And that was it, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of environment that we in, pandemic, you know what I'm saying? So I don't blame anybody that's trying to keep it light, you know what I'm saying, trying to take their family and other people in consideration when you're trying to have maybe small gatherings,
I got
you know what I'm saying, things of that nature. Because those are okay, even according to the pandemic law, whatever you want to call that.
Right,
As long as you don't have over a certain amount of people,
right.
you know what I'm saying, in your dwelling or domicile or whatever location that you're at. So, you know, as long as you're keeping it cool, you know what I'm saying, within the numbers, it should be gravy, baby. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no need to keep stressing the obvious, you know what I'm saying?
I
So,
follow you. Right. I just wanted to reference that one point. It wasn't want to bring the whole.
you look on the map, we red as heck. We red like this mouse, baby. You know what I'm saying? We red. We the dark red too. That's crazy. But you know, we'll see how it goes with this vaccine stuff. You know what I'm saying? They talking about 90% of it work. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't really. I can't really trust that, bro. Like I don't know.
Nah.
I gotta see it in action. I gotta see who's getting it. You know what I'm saying? How it affects certain people and where they're dropping it off demographically and all that other stuff. What areas are you targeting? Because if you're going to vaccinate somebody, I think they were talking about the elderly, those of certain ages.
Right.
We're going to get it first,
exactly.
and then the most extreme, high impacted areas. If I'm mistaken, correct me. But I think I just saw that this morning.
Yeah, it's been a lot of messed up stories because they were saying like in some rural areas where they know people getting infected, like they're not being honest about where they've been or who they've been around, so they can't get a full count of the other family members, or they don't want to answer the phone, stuff like that. So it just gives you the, you know what I'm saying, gives you some sort of idea of how the sort of, you know what I'm saying, things they got to jump through or hoops they got to jump through just to do their job.
Quick point of pandemic coronavirus news reference, whatever you want to call it. Did you see what happened with the Carnival cruise test runs?
Oh no, what happened?
Okay, so, and let me take something back. I don't know if it was specifically Carnival cruise, but I'll just say cruises. They were doing test runs to see how things would go with certain amount of passengers on ship, blah 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 blah. Nah, that didn't work.
What the hell?
That monetized.
My bad.
That joint didn't work. Those people are still SC right now because of several coronavirus cases on board. And they said that those who would or could test negative would be ported at Barbados so then they could fly back home to family and whatever, they quarantine for their 14 or whatever days. But I mean, that just lets you know right now, for all you people thinking y'all about to go on these vacations and go on these cruises that y'all so used to doing, you're so thirsty to run to, like I said about the bars and the club and everything, just right now, that whole joint is shut down. They at sea right now. You would think they the Navy.
I don't know what mad scientist came up with that idea to go on that cruise. To do that one, and whoever signed up to say they would do it to be a test dummy, sure, that's crazy.
Well,
excuse me.
I don't even report what I saw, brother.
That's crazy.
And it was kind of like sickening to see that they would do that again. Like, y'all just went through this. Y'all had people out at sea for like months. Maybe I'm exaggerating. A month. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that's a hard 30 days, baby. Some people rather do county time than that. You know what I'm saying? Some people rather do fed time than that. But be careful. Don't be so quick to be thinking y'all about to go on these cruises y'all see for $200. And thinking y'all about to do it big, because evidently that joint ain't what's popping. But Brother Black, what we got next?
So, are we going to get into the dream car Cars or magic powers?
I mean, it's it's your
Okay,
show, baby.
okay,
Your show,
okay.
baby. You came to me.
So-
you said you want to do it all. I'm letting
So
you
I
run the
guess
show, baby.
we'll roll it to the dream cars. I think we did this before, and I think I said it.
I think that was me and you in personal conversation.
Okay, so yeah, if we go dream car.
Well, hold on. Let's segue into that a little bit.
Okay, what
better,
you got
brother.
for us, brother?
So, when you're a little kid and you watching TV, movies,
I'm playing my car.
you in the neighborhood, you see your local street pharmacists and hoodlums, and they out here with the flyest whips, you know what I'm saying, driving the sickest whips and all that other stuff. You're getting to romanticize and fantasize, at least for me,
Yeah,
about a certain car that I
definitely.
would want, like I would have if I had a top 5 fleet. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would it be?
I got
You know what I'm saying? Like, what can I see myself driving around every day, or this in the wintertime, or this my spring John, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out Paid in Full, you know what I'm saying? This is my Thursday car. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Not to that capacity. Even if I had money to that capacity, I wouldn't be, I hate to say this word, niggerish. I wouldn't do nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? So, that's what we're talking about. That's what when I had this conversation with this brother, you know what I'm saying? I'm a car head to the highest order, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about this brother, but we've had that conversation. So, you out there, family, America, people even overseas, whoever watch this, what's your dream car? What's your top 5 that you gotta have? Euros, exotics, American, whatever you want. Brother Black.
And it's just gonna be something basic. I mean, I guess I'll just say, if you're gonna say a dream car, I'll say like a Ferrari. A Tesla, that ain't nothing major because you can buy that here if you got your bread up.
Right?
So yeah, I say something like a Ferrari or old school wise, like you said. If I had to go stages, back in my
5.
youngin' days,
Top 5.
'84 Monte Carlo,
Okay.
'96 Chevy Impala.
Okay.
Uh,
You said
I-
Ferrari. That's
yeah,
3.
I'd have to go something like I feel like a Grand National and that Monte Carlo is the same.
But they're not.
Yeah, I go with the Grand National,
Okay.
and then I'll go with Gran Torino.
You
I can't
going
remember
with the Clint Eastwood?
Yeah, I'll go with that. Matter of fact, no, I'm lying.
Wow.
Ain't that the same car that was in Fast and Furious, the old school?
No.
It wasn't?
No.
The black one? What kind of car was that?
Brother, it sure was no Gran Torino. I can tell you that much. Just because his name was,
No, I thought it had that hatchback. They both had that same
bro,
kind of...
no. The Gran Torino is way different, son.
Okay.
Way different.
Well, then yeah, I'll just stick with if I'm okay, I gotta go with a truck. So I'll go with something like an Armada or something. Or a Benz truck. No, I'll take that back. I'll go with a, what's the one with the eye thing? I can't think of it. I'll go with a Beamer truck.
You talking about Infinity?
Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say
The
Infinity
Infinity
truck.
trucks? Yeah, those
I'll
are
go with
those.
Infinity truck.
Those are made by Nissan. That's why them and their Armada looks the same.
Yeah, and I go with the Infinity. Nissan, that big Nissan Armada mugs is huge.
Yeah, they dope. They dope. They dope. So we got a Ferrari, a '96 Impala, a '84 Monte, a Grand National, and then you said the Infinity truck.
Yeah.
Top 5.
They ain't, I know
Cars.
them is basic too. Ain't none of them really hot.
Ooh.
I know them ain't none of them even really good.
I mean, teach his own, brother. Teach his own. Now, let's see. Brother DJ's top 5 cars. Number 1, I got to get an '87 Monte with the
I
T-tops
said 87.
and the Euros. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? That's number 1. Number 2, I got to get me, it would be a 2006 Lotus Elise. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all don't know nothing about that. That's exotic, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know nothing about that. It's a nice little coupe foreign, real exotic looking, you know what I'm saying? I think it only cranks out about like 279 horsepower, but them Johns is fast, so don't sleep on the Lotus.
Never
Number
heard of it.
number 3,
A Lotus Elite.
Elise.
Elise.
Elise. My number 3 car, I would have to say, is the Audi A8.
Okay, I can dig. Oh, it is clean.
That Audi A8, nasty, son. Nasty. You know what I'm saying? So right now we at the 87 Monty with the Euros, T-tops. We at the 2005, 2006 Lotus Elise.
And that's 190 horsepower.
It depends on which one you get.
Okay, bro.
Then which one I said my third car, the Audi A8. And then my 4th car would have to be, man, this is tough. I'm gonna go with the SUV, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. I just give me a Range Rover. I don't need no
Super big.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Lamb trucks, the Bentley trucks, or whatever. Just give me a Range Rover, and then for number 5, I'm gonna go with a Lambo. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Lamborghini. Nope, we ain't gonna take backs. Ain't no reneges. You didn't get your top 5, bro.
I forgot one.
You need to get your top 5, bro. So let me run mine again. Hold on. 87 Monty, Audi A8, Lotus Elise, Range Rover, and a Lambo. Preferably the Diablo, the old school. You know, those are rare these days. So you know, I'm an old school eccentric kind of guy. So if I'm gonna get a Lamb, I want the Diablo. Or you can go with the Murcielago. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Dipset, Cam, or the Gallardo. You know what I'm saying? That's a more smaller one. You know what I'm saying? But those are pretty nasty too. So yeah, those are my top 5. I'm not gonna want no Bugatti, no $1.1 million whip and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool on those because shout out Tracy Morgan. You know what? Asked him what happened to his Bugatti when he was in New York and he was driving. That was crazy, son. That was crazy. So yeah, when y'all tap in, let us know what y'all top 5 dream cars is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out Dump Master too. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching Dump Master. My man got some nasty whips out there. And he out here racing for big bread, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy how far we've come in the cars and the racing and all that. So, what we got next, brother?
So we were gonna go with, wasn't it superpowers? Or did you want to add something else beforehand?
We gotta segue into these a little bit better.
Okay,
You know what
I
I'm saying?
can
So
dig
it's
it.
like, once again, you're a kid. You know, you growing up, you watching TV, you watching your favorite cartoons, or if you're a comic book head, you're like, oh man, I wish I had those superpowers. I wish I could turn invisible. I wish I can fly. I wish I can do all this stuff. So, if you could pick a superpower, 1 or 2, maybe 3, we'll go 3 because it's so many to choose from. If you could pick 3 superpowers, what would it be? And what would your superhero name be? Brother Black.
I would say at least one of my powers would be as a healer. The name I would have to go with either.
Well, go with the powers first.
Okay.
Then the name.
A healer. I didn't think about this. I only had 1 at first, but to say I have 3, that's actually pretty good. So a healer for sure. What's something else that can help people?
Look, and that's dope that Brother Black's thinking about helping people. Cause I'm selfish. I'm selfish.
Of course, everybody would say like to be able to have unlimited money, but strength, help people, and I just say power. Whether that be.
You have to define power,
yeah,
brother.
You're
like,
right, because there's some people will say.
Power is strength.
Yeah.
That's what they will say. Like, what do you mean by power, brother?
So I'll go with healing, strength, because you said power is strength, so I'll go with strength as a whole, and then being able to healing is the best because undoing death. So I guess I can't go with undoing time. Time travel. There we go. I took yours.
Nah, man, you.
What? You said powers. Don't
All
hey,
right,
what
man.
you got? What's your rebuttal? What you got
I
for
got
me,
no
brother?
rebuttal, brother.
You got
Just-
something you
Now,
laughing?
what's your superhero name?
Black or chocolate? Chocolate healer. There we go. I like the ring of that.
Oh my God.
Nah, I'm okay. More
That sounds
serious.
like a Mel Exotic dancer name. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Chocolate.
the black,
That's like a Chippendale's name.
the black. Can't go to black unit. The black, yeah, just the black healer.
All right, he
I'll
going
go
with
with
Black Healer.
I'll
All right,
go
so
with
he
that.
wants healing, strength, and time travel.
Yep,
And his name is Black Healer.
there we
All
go.
right. So,
Wait, hold on.
no,
You
gave
always
you three.
do that,
You
brother.
gave you three, brother. I gave you the floor. I gave you the whole floor. And this is what you do when you try to make me look bad on camera. No, we're not doing that, bro. We're not doing that. So, he gave us three, and his name is Black Healer.
You gonna keep saying the name too.
That's all I say. That's all I say. So, my three superhero powers would be, number one, to fly. Number two, immortality.
I can dig it.
And number three, most important, is being able to turn invisible when I want to. So we got flying, invisibility,
I can see the creep now.
and immortality. I'm gonna live forever on you suckers.
I can see the creep now in him. I can see. Well, I guess we wouldn't be able to see the creep in him because he'd be invisible. But you get my drift.
Now, people, you see where his mind is? He's talking about creeping and all this other stuff.
You ain't
Like,
fooling me, brother.
what if I'm in a jam and I need to turn
I get
invisible and
that.
get out of that? You know what
I
I'm saying?
get
Like,
that.
what if Jake pull up on me and say, "Sir, you gotta come out the air. We can't have you flying." So then I come down and they try to hand me up. Boom! I turn invisible and get up out of there.
I
You know what I'm
got you,
saying? Like,
brother.
his mindset, ladies and gentlemen, people, family, I don't get him sometimes.
Deflect,
he
deny,
thinks the worst of me.
deflect,
He
deny.
thinks the worst of
Deny,
me.
deny.
I never made any kind of reference that would indicate anything he's talking about. So I don't know where that come from.
Oh man.
But I wish he would not cast these aspersions upon me and my superhero powers.
Yes, indeed. So what's your name, brother?
Dynamic Dread. There you go.
He thought about this, boy. He got it already.
Got it all. No, I did not think about this. I'm just capable of being sharp
Here we go.
and coming out
Here
real
we go.
quick.
Dynamic Dread and chocolate. Black Healer. I was about to say Chocolate Healer, but he said that was a Trippendale name, so we can't go with that. I gotta remember that. We out here. I'm Black Healer. I gotta make sure I say
Bro.
that right.
Yeah, Black Healer. Cause you anything chocolate and saying that to a man, that don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't do that to me.
That
We're not
was
doing that on
funny.
camera,
That
you
was
know,
too
yeah.
funny.
We're not doing that on camera.
That
So,
was too funny.
Chocolate Healer,
Black Healer.
I know, I said that to mess with him. Black Healer and Dynamic Dread to the rescue.
There's something wrong with
We'll
you.
see who gets the most lives saved and who does the most for the community, because he's just going to be able to travel through time and heal people and
Yep.
what was your third one?
Time travel.
Time-
And strength.
And oh yeah, and strength.
Don't hate, brother.
He's gonna Broly his way through.
Don't hate, brother.
Yeah, all right, brother.
Wolverine did it, so can I.
Logan dies too. By the way. Logan dies, by the way. And he forgets these things.
He couldn't wait. Hey, bro,
Hey,
don't
brother,
hate
you
on
throw it out
don't hate
there.
on
I gotta
X-Men,
say,
bro.
hey, you
Don't
throw it
hate
out
on
there,
X-Men,
brother. What do you
brother.
want me to do,
Don't
brother?
hate on
You
X-Men,
throw it out there. I
brother.
got, hey,
Don't
hey,
hate on X-Men.
hey. So we got Black Healer, Dynamic Dread. Any issues? We're gonna see who comes to the rescue. Considering I can fly and I'll get there first, or I can turn invisible. In fact, I can live forever and save everybody as long as I want to.
Here we go.
I might be your man to go. You know what I'm saying? I
I
might
got
be the
you.
one. So,
I can
hey,
heal just if they was to get shot or something. I can heal them. Like if they got the coronavirus, I can heal them.
he's gonna die eventually. Though. Remember that. He never said immortality or
Okay.
nothing like that. He didn't say Benjamin Button or nothing like that. He didn't do none of that. He just said healing. So he can heal himself for so long. Like those healing powers, bro, is gonna go and deteriorate with age.
Oh my!
Like shout out to all the Naruto heads that watch Lady Tsunade, and y'all know what I'm talking about. She's the Hokage of the tribe, and she used healing powers, but she's old as heck. And when them healing powers run through, you can see how old she really looked, dude. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but anyway.
I never watched Naruto.
Hey, that's a classic. Shout out Kakashi Sensei. That bar hit so hard when I was in Boston. Hey, but yeah. So we got the dream cars, we got the superpowers, Mustangs.
Okay, so I guess we can do some local shout outs. We haven't done that yet, so we'll segue. You know, a lot of people have been doing a lot of great things as far as selling their merchandise, whether it's lashes, shirts, as my fellow co-host is fellow noting with Gush. We also have a flight school with Blade and
brother Blade Brown on Facebook. Government, I hate to say that, but Mike James. We got the Gush, the homie Doodle Loud. We got the that Spiller.
Oh yeah, with Tweed,
that
Spiller brand.
Godmama Apparel.
With the face mask and t-shirts.
What's her name?
That's Urkeisha.
There you go.
Then you also have Ride Rider Brand, who's doing the beanies and t-shirts. He just dropped a hard shirt, I want to say. I meant to take a screenshot.
I think, and then we got Tabby with her boutique.
Oh yeah.
And then in Urban, what is it, Urban City?
Yeah, Urban
City. And then we got allthingsj.com. I believe that's it. It's just J or All Things J. She gonna kill me for if I miss shout out her name, but either one of them. Ladies, go check out her stuff. She's doing big things. There's a lot of people doing a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And the more that we're able to get exposure to,
right.
You know what I'm saying, the more we can shout y'all out, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Can we get some likes when we drop these two? Like, can we get some? I hate to sound like caps. But can we get some likes, you know what I'm saying? Can we get some likes, you know what I'm saying? Like, we trying to monetize off these Johns, you know what I'm saying? Can we get some likes? Subscribe, share these things. We've been putting great content out for y'all for the longest. And it ain't just we up here talking about the latest movies and, you know what I'm saying, the latest clubs and all that. We talking about real stuff. Mental health, politics, finances, gun violence, street violence, entrepreneurship, a lot of stuff.
And like I said before, even if you disagree with the content that we put out, share the video and tell us why you disagree. I respect
we take criticism, and you got ideas of what you want to see. We can try to implement that. We can always do change. That's nothing. You know?
Yeah, I think like we said earlier, like, subscribe, comment. I like the progression we got going on, and I like the progress. Like I said, as y'all can see, I've been really quiet in the past episodes, so I'm trying to get better with that. But yeah, we getting there.
And then this kind of goes into what I want to keep reiterating. Shout out Brother Sheffin.
Definitely.
Because he is an originator of the Squadcast podcast, along with BJ, along with Powers. You know what I'm saying? Like, were like the Furious Five, you know what I'm saying? The Five Deadly Venoms, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Just because you don't see these brothers on camera with us right now, they still here. And they still our brothers. And we go support them in real life, you know what I'm saying? And whatever they got going on.
Check out Noobs and Pros with all the new gaming content.
Exactly.
Don't forget.
Don't forget. Shout out Junkyard Gang, Brother Jesse, and all them, you know what I'm saying?
They're going to be back hitting y'all with new
Definitely
content.
Definitely going to be back. We got stuff for everything, you know what I'm saying? If y'all want to laugh, check out the Junkyard Gang. Y'all want serious content, something you can learn, something to make you think, check out the Squadcast. You want battle rap, I'm about to start doing my battles of the week, where I'm just not going to talk about a particular battle. I'm going to get more in-depth with battle rap, considering I'm a battle rapper. And some people ask me some of the craziest questions, and I feel like this is the platform to go ahead and address that for y'all.
I can dig it. I look forward to that. I might have to jump on that with you. I watch battle rap, but I know he's more delved into the craft, so
you know
he'll really be able to dig into it.
And it's definitely all going to be under the Squadcast umbrella. We ain't branching out. Like, we branching out and we doing our own thing, but it still come back to the home team. You know what I'm saying? Early. So it's all about teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. You know what I'm saying? And that's a real statement. And if we gonna take off, we gotta keep putting this content out here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We gotta keep giving y'all the stuff y'all want, baby. You know what I'm saying? We gotta keep giving it to you. We go force feed y'all this. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody says. We're gonna eat it. What you talking about? Early. But nah, man. Just all jokes aside, we love y'all, man, and we do this for y'all. Like I said, back last year in October, this was just a thought. This was a figment of my imagination. You know what I'm saying? And I reached out to certain people. I definitely always try to bring my family along with me in everything that I do, no matter how uncomfortable it makes him. But I'm trying to help this brother progress because he's very intelligent, and maybe down the line you can see him doing something on his own. You know what I'm saying? Outside of Squad Cast, depending on where we at and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I really believe he's talented enough to do that. He just has to believe in himself. But what we got next, brother? Are we closing it out, or are we gonna let's tap into this communication thing real quick? Because you did bring this up at the beginning of the show. I wasn't even gonna do it.
Definitely.
But communication, what is it?
So
How do we communicate? And are we communicating in the best ways that people understand what we're trying to, the information we're trying to give them?
So communication is a lot of things. It can be words, it can be text, it can be, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think communication is one thing, but comprehending and, like you said, getting back to a person in a timely fashion all goes into, what's the right word? Accurate
Take
communication.
your time. You
You know
got
what I'm
it.
saying? Or efficient communication or effective
Right.
communication.
There you go. There you go.
So, like, maybe talking in all caps might not be the right context if you just talking, you know what I'm saying? Some people take it as you yelling at them if you're talking all caps.
Right. That's
I didn't
that's
realize,
the perception.
it took me a while to realize that when the person does that, that's supposed to be yelling.
They
I
do
just
that.
figured, hey, they just type.
They do that. No, people, when they do the caps thing, they have to, even when I'm at work and I be sending IMs, because most of the system I use, I have to use caps or whatever. So when I transition to send an IM, it'd be caps. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't yelling at you. Because I don't want nobody to think that I'm, then they want to try to report me, and then I, you know what I'm saying?
Right, I had to catch that
I
a
need
couple
my
times.
job like everybody else, you know what I'm saying? I got 3 kids, you know what I'm saying? Please don't fire me. But,
Not to get sidetracked,
not to get sidetracked, but communication is key, like this brother is saying. Being effective when you're communicating, communicating in a fashion to where the person that you're sending a message to understands what you're saying. When somebody's reaching out to you, that you respond, it ain't necessarily even got to be right away, but in a timely fashion, you know what I'm saying? Because people do have busy lives, you know. People ain't attached to their phone every 5 minutes, and some people are and some people ain't, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but, you know, some people communicate better from a verbal standpoint. They'd rather look at you face to face, so that way there's no misunderstanding or miscommunication on what they're trying to say. Some people don't like the verbal context of it, and they'd rather write it down in form of letter or text or whatever. They feel like they get their thoughts out a little bit better. Same thing with email or whatever the case may be. But we just saying this to make sure that whoever you're communicating with, however you're doing it, make sure you're clear, you're concise, and you respond accurately and in appropriate timing, so that whatever you're planning to do, you can execute it to the fullest capacity. If you're trying to make arrangements and plans with somebody, y'all can go ahead and have a complete understanding of what you want to do, and then y'all go from there. Communication is everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get through life without communicating. Like, and if you don't know how to communicate, you're gonna struggle, you know what I'm saying? And it also comes to some people's mindset too. Some people might think that the way that they're communicating is okay, you know what I'm saying? And that's because they've been doing it for so long. But in somebody else's opinion, they might think that it's not okay. And you know, they try to give not constructive criticism, but a different form of ideology about it, so somebody can see a different perspective and maybe not necessarily change it, but maybe enhance it or take some attributes and make it their own to where their communication skills are a little bit better. Yeah. Like for me, I could talk to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Face to face, it don't matter. I could text, right? I don't have any problem with communicating. You know, as long as I see the message or whatever. I know that some people be saying they sent me a message on IG or on Snapchat or whatever, Facebook Messenger or whatever. I don't be seeing some of them things sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think to be looking for that type of stuff sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if you got my phone number, call the boy. Send me a text or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not on Facebook like that, you know what I'm saying? So, even with my dad, I told him, don't hit me on Facebook Messenger. That's not the best way to reach me because I'm not on social media like that unless I'm promoting battle rap or the Squadcast. Yeah. He still sends me messages and try to call me through Facebook Messenger. And he has my phone number. So that's what I'll be talking about. It be stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And I've clearly told this old man, my elder, that's not the best way to communicate with your son. But you can't teach your old dog new tricks. I'm surprised he's even being able to navigate Facebook and do the things that he's doing. You know, I'm being real. And my mom too. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a whole new world for them. Like, my mom, she's got to be like one of my biggest supporters when it comes to this internet stuff. Anytime I put anything out battle rap related, Squadcast related, she always likes comments on it. You know what I'm saying? And she subscribes to the channel. Hey, Mom. Hey, Mom. You know what I'm saying? Hope you and Willie Earl doing good. And that's a real name, too, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Step Pops. But, yeah, communication is key. You can't get through life without communicating or half-ass communicating. You know what I'm saying? Like, that goes from a job, raising your kids, finding a counterpart to want to spend the rest of your life with, or anything. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you're on point. You know what I'm saying? So, with that, you know what I'm saying? We done shouted out the people with the merch. Early. We done shouted out our brothers who ain't with us. We gonna keep saying this. No gun, stop the gun violence. We don't need none of our brothers and sisters lying dead in the street. Not only here locally, from a national standpoint, you know what I'm saying? Because Squadcast loves the kids. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to see none of our brothers and sisters out here lying dead in the street. Oh, snap. Oh, brother. This man crazy. That sound like that Corona cough. Here we go. Nah, just mess with this, brother. But from, I think we're going to keep this one short, bro. This is we have fun with this one. Cool. Keep this one short and sweet. Like I said, everything got to be heavy. You know what I'm saying? We like to just come in and kind of have some fun with this stuff sometimes. But considering the conditions that we've been in, everything has been heavy from our standpoint. That's why we got the Junkyard Gang. They don't want to keep it light, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to try to do that well from a Squadcast perspective. So
we didn't want to talk no politics this week.
Nah, so we shouted out. We did enough of 45 earlier. You know, elections. He's in denial. And January 20th, the day after my birthday on the 19th, Uncle Joe is about to be sworn in, and that's that. Dead. So from brother Black, brother DJ, and the rest of the Squadcast members, we signing out.
We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Enjoy y'all day, people.
Most definitely early.